Welcome to CuckooCrazyCrochet. Hi, my name is Ronnie. Today we're going to make this little doll purse. You can use this doll purse for your 18-inch American Girl dolls or any kind of 18-inch doll. You can even open it up and put some things in it. So what will you need for this cute little purse? You will need a pair of scissors. You'll also need a darning needle to weave in your ends. And today I'm using a 5mm hook. If your stitches are pretty big, I suggest you use a smaller hook. You will also need any sort of yarn that you like. Today I'm using this kind of pink yarn. I'm hoping that it won't you'll be able to see it much better than the multicolored. So get your yarn and your hook ready and we'll begin. So we're going to start off with a slip knot on our hook. And a chain of 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And in the second chain from the hook, we're going to place a double crochet. I'm sorry, in the third stitch from the hook, we're going to place a double crochet. And I will be working in the back bumps. You can place your double crochets in any loop you want, so long as it's one double crochet for each stitch. So I've made it to my last stitch. And in this stitch, we're going to place 2 double crochets. And then I'm going to tighten that and weave over my tail, or work over my tail. Then we're going to place 1 double crochet in each stitch back up the chain. Just a second, I got yarn barf. Sorry about that. Each side of this should have 9 double crochets. Okay, so now we're going to slip stitch into the beginning of that first double crochet. And you'll want to turn your work out. I'm going to go ahead and cut off this tail so it doesn't cause me problems later. Okay, so now you want to chain one, and then we're going to do a front post double crochet. So around this very first stitch, we're going to yarn over, go in between the stitches, and pull the post up, and go in between the other two stitches. Yarn over, go through, then you do your double crochet. And I'm going to mark that because it'll get lost if you don't. So I'm just going to place a stitch marker right there so I know what stitch I went into. And in the next stitch, we're going to do a back post double crochet. So you go, yarn over, go from the back to the front, go between the stitches, push that post to the back, and go down in between the stitches. I always pinch it here, and then I do my double crochet. So from here on out, we're going to be placing one front post double crochet, and then a back post double crochet, then a front post double crochet, and a back post double crochet. You're going to repeat this all the way around until you get back to the beginning. So the next stitch is a front post double crochet, and the next stitch is a back post double crochet. I'm going to finish this round and then I'll return to you. Okay, I just did my last stitch, and it should have been a back post double crochet. So then we're going to slip stitch into the very first front post double crochet. Now remove that stitch marker, and we're going to chain one. So around that first stitch, we're going to place a front post double crochet and mark our stitch. Mark our double crochet. So now this is all we're going to do from rows 3 through 6. The very first stitch will be a front post double crochet. The second stitch will be a back post double crochet. Third stitch, front post double crochet, back post. Fourth stitch, back post double crochet. And repeat this all the way around. At the end of each row, you will still have 18 stitches. Don't forget to slip stitch into the very first front post double crochet. Once I get my 6th row done, then I will return. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just slip stitched it together. So far, this is what you should have. Here's your opening. And if you notice, one end does not look like the other end, but that's all right. So now we're going to slip stitch. Once you've slip stitched, we're going to place one single crochet in that same exact space. And yes, I'm going to mark it so I don't lose it. And then we're just going to go around and place one single crochet in each stitch around. I was going to do this off camera, but I'll go ahead and do it because I'm almost done. That's my last stitch. So I'm going to slip stitch. I'm going to get rid of this stitch marker because we won't need it no more. Slip stitch into that first stitch. And then we're going to chain, I forget. We're going to chain 20. I'm sorry. And after you've chained 20, you're going to count your stitches. And in the 9th stitch, you're going to slip stitch. So now we're going to chain 20 again. And then we're going to cut our yarn. But don't fasten off yet. So you can do this one of two ways. You can go back up to where the chain originally started and slip stitch it there and have 2 little loops for your purse. Or you can do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to twist the second strap around the first strap. And then when it looks good, I'm going to replace my hook. And I'm going to slip stitch it into the very same spot that the first one was. Makes it a little harder. And then I'm going to chain 1. And now I'm going to weave in my end. Once it's done, I'll return. So there we go. I call this the Bumpy Doll Purse. And now I have 2. Of course, this one here, this multicolored one, it's a little bit thinner yarn. So this one looks chunky up next to it, but that's because it's just a bigger yarn. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching my videos, for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. Greatly appreciate it. Next up will be the Bumpy shoes, the Bumpy Doll Shoes. Until next time, please be safe out there. Bye.